Oh yeah, I wanted to change that. Oh well. There. Where? Oops. Okay. Put that one there. All right. Let's get it popping. Okay, so let's work on the lands first. Shoot, maybe I don't have to. What else has come out since then? I gotta actually look at the deck list. I don't know. What was like the most recent? Maybe I should just actually start over? I feel like I'd be better off if I just started over and didn't just update it. The list that's a year old. I think we're gonna do that. I mean, it takes more time, but that's okay. We're gonna start over. I don't like. I'll keep this here, but I don't like. I don't like doing that. It took me forever to find the stupid list in the first place. uh, buried in my deck lists. Okay. I don't even think fetch lands were in the game when I played this. It's just very different. Oh, did I take? No, I didn't put. Ardarkar. Ardarkar. Adakar. Nice. Yeah, Vault works. Okay. Easy enough. Oh, wait a minute. Let's, No, that's fine. Okay, so... Artifacts or lands. There's a token. Yeah, I think all man lands get their text when they turn into a creature. They don't really care what kind of creature they are when they. So like even Nissa when it pluses a forest or whatever, or it doesn't have to be a forest, but they like the text on them is always just there. I still really don't like manlands, but they might be right. We'll find out. I guess I'll look at them first. Hive the Eye Tyrant doesn't? What? Whenever this land attack, yeah, it specifically has it separate. Like this wouldn't get Ward 3 because it's part of the activation to gain Ward 3. Shifting Woodland land becomes a copy of permanent. Oh well, that wouldn't. Like, yeah, this wouldn't get hexproof. What was I thinking about? Maybe Raging Ravine? Does Raging Ravine work? Maybe it doesn't, actually. Because, again, it's part of the activation to gain the ability to put a counter on it. It's not like when it attacks or whatever. We're playing Tangolum, which I haven't played in almost exactly 1 year. I guess, Ralph? One of our artifacts control... yeah, okay. Why not? Kind of like such an armor. Sort of. Gearhulk seems like a bad idea. Every time I look at this, I'm bothered that it's a mythic. It's just like, oop, bop to my mic. It just does not look like a mythic card. Nothing about this card feels mythic. So can I unearth and then double team the unearth? It's good in draft. It's probably a complete nightmare in draft to play against, but outside of that, it's like I can't believe that's a mythic. It's so jarring. Some pretty good mythics in this set too, so it's very weird, very weird. Very weird. Parhelion? How am I getting Parhelion in play? I can't just cast this normally. That feels like a really... Oh, this is not... Alright, whatever. For now. Oh, yep, Midnight Clock. Reality Chip? What's a legendary? Cryptic Coat seems funny. Oh, Tome of the Infant's a legendary too. Does that... This just doesn't work. What is a Kappa? I would assume, given the art, it's like some kind of turtle. Kappa. What about this? Do these make sense? Probably not. Artifact or land? Like, it doesn't have to be an artifact. It probably doesn't make sense. Did I not put 1000 Smithy in here? I thought I did. Oh, I didn't. Whoops. Yeah, no, that one most assuredly wants to be in here. I thought I did. Conduit? 2 conduits in play is funny. If you haven't cast a spell, you may cast... no, it's not funny, Rip. Doesn't work. Be like any of the new Gear Hulks. Each opponent... This one isn't bad. It's not bad. Maybe the green-white one is also decent. Assimilation of Aegis. I've never used this card before. I've actually never seen this card played before. I think it works. I'm sure there will be bright glass targets. If there are not already. Get some box amber. I don't think I've ever seen anyone play a Chrome Mox. I don't think I've ever seen someone play Chrome Mox in this game. Huh. I wonder how many people don't even realize it's in the game. What about these? These are actually kind of interesting, right? Like cantripping. Wait. What's the one in your... Selling a turn. Yeah, these work. These work. Me likey. It was edit in Aetherdrift. Okay, that would make sense because I don't recognize it. I'd be surprised if I hadn't seen it before. Yeah, the special guest series is weird. It's hard to find those cards or know they exist. No, it's a legendary. Again, Relic, another one that sort of draws a card when you use it. Graveyard Hate is never really all that bad. Maybe like a couple of those. The problem is there are like a lot of things you can do in Bant. I don't know if that's a problem, but yeah, that's not a problem. I don't know why I said that. Does this untap it? Nope. I guess Smuggler's Copter? Right? You can like loot away the one you put to your hand? Yeah, why not? That's fancy. Oh, I want 2 Chaos Wands in play and you can't stop me. It's probably not a good idea. I don't like Palladium Mirror that much, but maybe. What about these? I'm not. I've never really been a big fan of these, so still kind of not a fan of them. Double teaming the One Ring sounds hilarious. So this is an artifact, right? Yeah. Draw 2. What happens when you make this a creature? No, you can't make... Yes, you can. It's an artifact. I don't know. It's weird. We're doing it. All the good artifacts are legendaries. Tragic. Wormcoil? There's got to be better things than Wormcoil. Man. Oh, well, yeah, sure. The blue birthing pod. Yep. And then the card that wins the game immediately when you cast it. Cool. Is it a token? Double team. Conjure a duplicate. So the double teamed is not a token. I can't Mondrak it. I guess this? We're green. Which I should probably think more about right now. Phantasmal Image also actually, yeah. Expropriate, win the game? Yep, sure. Yeah, I might need more. Well, I absolutely need more mana. Could just run to Fairy. It is just a card doing things. I don't know, though. Maybe. It's not like I struggle too hard to protect it, so. Voice of Resurgence is also kind of interesting. I actually kind of like that. Huh. Interesting. Mirari's Wake. No. I've actually never liked Mirari's Wake. The 5 mana, double your mana. I've actually never liked it. Maybe I should, though. It is sort of the same as liking Forsaken Monument. Right? It's just that one's in a color scheme that doesn't normally get to do that, but can't really say no to Uro, right? I don't know. I don't usually run it, though. Tamiyo, again, just seems... Even I think the last list a year ago had it, so I don't think that feels any different. I'm gonna want... Oh, man, I don't know. All of the mana dorks just feel like so absolutely and utterly necessary. It just feels so necessary to be doing that. Like, so much so that I just drop, like, random things that are not that. So let's, bloop, 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 bloop. Yeah, get the old Avacyn's Pilgrim, too, on top of everything. No, Tamiel seems really good. I kind of want Counterspell as well. Washaway is probably better than... Yeah, we got Weeb Elves. Washaway is probably better than... I'm just not... Actually, Palladia can go away. Yeah, I don't like Palladia. I just don't really like what I'm copying. Ugh. Boreal Grazer, Kami. Maybe not right now. Maybe I don't want Teferi. Maybe I'm thinking about this wrong. Okay. I mostly don't want this. I don't want that. I don't want that. The green cornucopia? I just normally don't play this card. It's like I'm already at 5 mana. Fine. That's one more colors gain life. You can just ask colors to use only once you turn. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. 3 mana. When you cast a spell, you gain life like a normal mana rock, but it's in green that would rather play Cultivator, Flare, or Kadama's Reach, or Rampant Growth, or Into the North. Like I would never play this first. Even if my commander copies it, I'd rather play... I think Mind Stone is just better than this. Just because it costs 2. This doesn't... 3 mana? Honestly, because this is green, I'm very surprised it does not cost 2. Green has just better cards than this. And I don't really care about the incidental life gain that much. It is an artifact, but there are better artifact ramp spells than this by a landslide. Really don't care about the life gain. That, for the most part, is really just 1 or 2. Do I even have any 3-color cards in here? I got Tamio, my actual commander. He has like gains 1 or 2. Yeah, this doesn't... This is like Mana Rock number 20. Before I put this in. Like, I'd put this in first. I don't like this. I'm gonna drop a card. I'd be surprised if that very incidental life gain changed the course of a game's outcome, but I guess it's possible. I also want Thoughtcast in here. Thoughtcast might just be better than... No, it's not better than Brainstorm, but... Okay, I gotta get rid of Relic. Because I have Thoughtcast, I can add the artifact lands, maybe. If it saved your life, I believe you. I'm not putting it in my deck. I got better things to do. I'm not seeing it. Voyage Home works? Why not? Why not? Affinity for enchantments. Look at that. Didn't even know this existed. That's actually kind of cool. I should think about this. Reality Heist is also just good. All right, I think we're at the take out Teferi stage of this situation here. Wayfarer's Bauble? Yeah, that works. I didn't think about it. Maybe the... I don't know if Mystic Forge is as good as I thought. The more I change stuff here. The other bauble? What? Is there another bauble? I said Mishra's bauble. Unless I didn't. Whoops. I meant Mishra's bauble. That's the one I thought you were talking about. Actually, I might have vocalized this, but no, I don't want to put that in there. Maybe I don't want Skrelv. Ugh. Don't make me do it, chat. Alright, I'll take it out. Fine. Okay. Okay, we'll start with this. So we're back with Tan Jolum. Haven't played it in almost exactly 1 year. A lot of cards have come out since then. 4-mana 3/3. Essentially create or turn one of your artifacts or lands into a 3/3 with Vigilance. And then you get one to your hand as well. And those are not tokens, so you can't like Mondrak or whatever. And it's still just hard to do this, in my opinion. It's actually really hard, but I suppose it's functional. It's got a lot of interesting things that might not have been around as of last year, so Assimilation Ages I like. Bright Class seems interesting. I crafted this for this deck. Why not? It feels like it works. It's kind of a mana-hungry deck. It's extremely mana-hungry, but it is green. But making a bunch of room for mana ramp kind of gets in the way of really doing anything meaningful with this text box. So it's a delicate balance there, I'd say. You can animate your mana rocks and then put one to your hand, to which then you proceed to cast that one and have two of them, right? Vulnerable to board wipes a bit, though, but that's not really too big of a surprise. Reality Heist is cool. There's enough artifacts in here. Honestly, I could even run... I was thinking about running the artifact lands. I don't have rampant growth effects, so basics are not really that important. I think actually there's only one. Let's throw that in there. I think there's only one here, because I can't use the others. Why is it doing this to me? Yeah, like Seed of the Synod. You can play the colorless one. I'm not going to play the colorless one, though. The One Ring is in here. Okay, so yeah, we can add Seed of the Synod. Suppose it's free enough. But this does animate lands as well. The restless lands. The attack trigger doesn't... It's not tied to the activation. So, like, some man lands, when you animate them, they don't keep their text until you, like, still invest mana into activating it. These still work because the land attacking trigger is separate from activating it. Activating it doesn't give it that ability, essentially. So those work. There's still tap lands, which I'm not a fan of really in this format. You don't really want to be slow at all. The slightest stumble and it's lights out, but it's something to do with this text box, so I might as well try them, right? I'm not a big fan of Mirari's Wake. You could make the argument that, like, any ramp spell ever is better than this, but Forsaken Monument is, like, the best colorless thing ever, and it's essentially the same thing. Logic would dictate that this would be really good too, but I don't know. We'll see. But it seems mana hungry, and I gotta find ways to like explode. So it's just gonna help me there. So this is how we're starting. Send it. That's what it looks like. Those are the words I have. Those are the words I have. Oh, the indestructible tap lands that are artifacts. Yes, actually. You know what? I think I do want those. I think I actually had... Did I have them in the other one? I'm gonna potatoed that. Let me look. I forgot they existed. They might not have been in the game when I played this. Yeah, alright. They were not in the game when I played this last. Or if they were, I didn't put them in. Okay. I forgot about those. Bloop, bloop. Actually, you know what? Because it's indestructible, I actually sort of do like Darksteel Citadel and Cascading Cataract. Yeah, shoot. I'm probably just run them all. Wait, where's the third one? Is there not a third one? Am I tripping? Oh, I don't own it? How do I not own this? Wow. How have I never played this card? Seriously? Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 indestructible lands. Honestly, you could run Hour of Promise to... I might even like Hour of Promise more than Mirari's Awake. I can get indestructible lands. All I edit were lands, right? Alright, so it's probably a good idea to have at least one of each basic. Or maybe just the... I probably don't need the planes, but I want these two at least. Seems better than Our Promise? Primeval Titan? Well, Primeval Titan costs 6. So, I mean, it'll be a little bit different. Primeval Titan is just a better card if you untap with it. To which I say good luck. But Hour of Promise costs 6, so just much more onto doing that one. Shoot. Alright, what are my worst lands? Probably the basic ones. The Canopy Vista, yeah. The Cascade. Oh, not the Cascade. Whoops, shoot. Actually, you know what? They probably are the worst lands. We are going to take those out. Mostly blue. I think I could just take out a basic. Yeah, I feel confident about that. Kind of weird, but... There's so many fetch lands, it's just not a big deal. Yeah, overgrown farmland. Okay. I like the check lands more than the slow lands. There's infinite fetch lands. The check lands always come in untapped. The slow lands don't always do that. Oh, both are bad on turn 1 anyways, but... Alright. We're going to add the indestructible lands because I forgot about them. Alright, now let's play the game. Now let's play the game. You don't run as many fetch lands as me? Well, you are wrong. How dare you? How dare you do different things? You should run all 9. Or 10, I think, because you have Prismatic Vista. You should be running all 10 always. Okay. Like, with headquarters in play, turn 1 every game, I just don't... The check lands are always untapped on 2. Let's play this and that. This is 5 mana, right? Okay, so my opponent has Pact of Negation? Possibly? So be it. Oh no, I don't have the colors! Oh my goodness, chat. That's fine. Let's play this instead. MDFCs? I guess, yeah. Yeah, suppose you could. I think I don't want this. Maybe I do. Maybe not, okay. Okay, you got it. Looks like we outramped our opponent, and they were done. Too much mana. Can't stop it. What MDFCs would we put in though? I gotta. It's so hard to make room for everything. Like it's just so hard. Is Seagate just better than Island? I guess. Yeah, alright, I can probably at least do that one. I don't really care about this. Glass Pool Mimic? I actually took out Balagate Recovery, it just didn't seem like the right idea. Okay, I don't really like any of the green ones. Wait, where are the white ones? Ah, I suppose which enchanter is free enough? Just get rid of, a blue-white land? I can't get... I mean, green's the least common color, but green turn 1 is just by far the best, so it's... I probably don't need the 3rd Surveil land. Yeah, I'm gonna try to not do that. No, this one's a trap. Can't convince me otherwise. Alright, that's good enough for me. I think those two are okay. Still kinda questionable, but it's alright. MV less than 0? The more you know. Another mono blue commander. Oh, this one's a bit more of a pain to play against, though. I'm not going to keep that. I suppose I'll keep this. Hopefully it works out. If my opponent lets me crew Smuggler's Copter, that'd be nice. So I think it's a good idea to play a card here and not just play a tap land, so bask in its glory, opponent. Bask, I say. Terrarion? Deep. Big if true. Alright, so play this. Pay 3 life. Probably get rid of Phantasmal Imager. We're doing things. We're doing things. We're gaming. Let's play that. Do I just take care of this instantly? Oh, well, it's too late to... I could have done something in response. So, I probably do just get rid of this. I don't have to lose my Witch Enchanter either. It's fine with me. Am I blocking or am I swinging? I think we can just swing here. Okay, looks like we're just gonna pitch the Enchanter anyways, that's fine. How many artifacts do I have? 2. Oh hey, it's a broken card. So, I think I'm not casting it this turn. We're just going to go into our commander and do that. And we want to hold on to the sphere for the synthesizer. I don't think I've actually played this card before. Doesn't care about cheap stuff? What? Oh, it's greater. Oh, yep. Oops. Well, I guess that proves that fact. I've never actually played with a card. Voice of Resurgence is actually kind of funny. Might not be good here, though. Yeah, it's probably just not good here. So, play you. Play you. And do that. Don't see a reason not to play this. Okay, this is looking kind of bad. Okay, that was pretty good draw, I think. I don't know. I'm gonna need to leave that up and double team the Bauble, right? Or do I just double team? I think I'm gonna double team the Bauble. But it honestly doesn't feel like it matters anyways. I think I'm just dead. If I'm not dead, it's super close. Oh, the pain of not finding an island. Oh, yikes. Alright, well, that's life for you. Go to 3? No, that seems ridiculous. Well, I don't have a choice. I don't think. I feel like they could have killed me if they swung with the rest of their creatures, and they just didn't. But it might not matter. I draw nothing. I mean, the problem is I can't deal with the air. I just can't. If they didn't have flying, I'd be fine. Is this a lethal attack? No, it's not. Would it have been lethal if I did put more thought into it? I don't think so. That would have been funny, though. Alright. Yeah, it's just the flying that got me. It's just the flying. I think I was fine if they couldn't fly, but there's nothing I can do about it. No Cyclonic Rift, no River's Rebuke, nothing like that. Maybe I should put them in, but again, I gotta make room for my commander's text box to literally matter. So, not gonna put them in yet. That was a good game, though. I've never seen my opponent's deck before. Mana Drain. Well, that's one of the cards that is in the game. Ooh, I'd love to see a Thoughtseize here. Alright, yeah, my hand is redundant as it gets. They take the Delighted Halfling. Interesting. They're not a counterspell deck. I feel like I would take the the Mystic because it produces a color at least. So I can cast my commander, but then it's kind of sad if it dies. Also, hello. I cannot imagine a lot of... What? Wait, green, white, blue, like that. Get double teamed. So Ketramos is a, like, problem, I think. I don't know if it's a game-ending problem, but it certainly feels like one. Let's play this. Let's play this. Alright, we have mana rocks for days here, which is hilarious. Look at all these arcane signets in my singleton format. They might be confused as to why I did not cast Arcane Signet. Opponent stole a Guardian Idol. Alright, look at that. Mana drain, just ending games. I mean, the counter, the mana I wasn't really going to use, right? I wasn't really using, but we beat it. Nice catcher, Mills. Huge, huge. Big when true. Man, it's so miserable. The Twitch bots are like only 2-day-old accounts. Like, there's no winning. You're not banning anything that has any meaning to anybody who made it. Like, it's such a nightmare. That's why we can't have nice things in life. Alright, let's play the cool one. Twiz isn't in chat, so I don't actually have to play the weeb one on turn 1. Let's play the other one with, yeah. And probably not attack. Maybe I can. I don't really know what my opponent's leaving up here, but yeah, I'm gonna swing. What do you got? Looks like some kind of bounce spell. Rip. Wait, what are we up against? Flash, flying, historic spells. Alright. Opponent is gaming. Oh, they're mousing over the weeb. They were doing it. Alright, this seems like a good bait for this card. So I'm going to cast it. Oh, it resolved. Cool. Esper Sentinel and Tamiyo seem like good cards here. Oh, they didn't do anything in response to Esper Sentinel resolving, so I guess no spell. Okay. I feel like I'm in a good spot here. Famous last words. Committing more creatures doesn't make sense. Probably. There's quite a few things I could do here. I'm going to swing first, though. I feel like they have to make a move. Really? You're just not doing anything. Oh, that's crazy. That most assuredly means I'm just winning the game, right? Opponent, play cards! Oh, it's giving me anxiety. Let's play Mirari's Wake? I don't even need it, so Mana Drain or bust. Okay. Sure. I almost feel like you wanted to draw there. They must have a sweeper or something. We can play this pre-combat. So I will. That's okay. I could have targeted my Minidorks. I will swing with it all. Settle the wreckage me. Do it. Do it. Yes! I got settle the wreckage. My opponent's running settle the wreckage. Oh, opponent's running settle the wreckage. Yep. We played against the only person in all of Magic Arena playing settle the wreckage. And we have one basic in our deck. I mean, it only makes sense, right? Like, why wouldn't that happen? It's funny. Okie dokie. Can we please also not have an answer to everything? Alright, we have an answer to everything. Cool. Always nice. opponent appears to have, like, Swords of Plowshares or something. Hopefully I untap with my Delighted Halfling. Ugh. Of course. Beginning of end step. Okay. So do they take 8 here? Probably. They do not take 8. Alright. Interesting. Sure. Alright. That's fair. I feel like I'm sort of winning, but it's still hard to tell. Nettle Cyst? No, we'll just do this. This is fine. Okay. I like this situation. I'm gonna stop them from doing some weird stuff to me here. Just tap their stuff. Alright, so we lose Tamiyo anyways, but opponent's taking 8, 9. Not lethal. Hopefully the Midnight Clock gets to do its thing. So we swing out, right? We exile the Angel, so we can't do anything crazy. Repurposing Bay. Oh wait, whoa. I want to Repurposing Bay the Guardian. Get rid of that. The fastest mana drain in the West. Wait, what? Mana drain hasn't been played yet. And I will not play... Actually, you know what? I will... Yeah, no, I'm not going to play the birds. It just doesn't really matter at this point in the game. That's a blast zone. Okay, there's a Minute Drain, which I can cast, so that's pretty cool. Opponent saying good game, but not conceding. Interesting. Alright, so there's nothing they can do. Cool. Sweet. It didn't look good with that flashed-in giant angel, but we got around it. Losing this there was really backbreaking, though. Everything costs 2 more because of this saga thing, but yeah, we probably just passed the turn here. Actually, this costs 2 on my opponent's turn, right? So I can spend 4 mana to sort of do anything else. I guess I would just do this. Yeah, alright. Cool. This deck has some interesting play patterns. I like what's going on here. I don't feel like I need a bunch of tutors and stuff. I could run Treasure Cruise and the other thing with text on it. Dig Through Tupperware. Could run Dig Through Tupperware. It might be better than Reality Heist, but how often do you get to play Reality Heist? I could just drop Brainstorm. I don't have a lot of shuffle effects other than the fetch lands. So it's like 10. It's like 1 in 6 cards. Actually, that might just be fine. It's so satisfying casting this. Doesn't this look like a kissy face? It looks like a little kissy face. Cannot unsee. Just looks like a little puckered up lips, a little kissy face. What are we up against? Stick fingers. So 3 lands and a dream. We can move on from that hand. 2 lands and a dream. Jet Medallion. I do not like what is going on over there. Because I don't want to lose Birds of Paradise, I'll cast this. Naming green? Yeah, I only have 1 green source, so... Stick Fingers usually is some kind of like, you know, mill the thing, win the thing. Like you mill 3 hyper-specific creatures and then you reanimate them. That's usually what this deck does, though, so... It's not really a surprise. The white snare from Aetherdrift? I'm not sure. Is it an artifact? Oh, the Start Your Engines card. I know what you're talking about. No, it's not in here. Probably can be. Mills Crystalbrand and Valgavoth. Alright. And then we always have the 1 mana reanimate in hand. Oh, no. We just go find the 1 mana reanimate. Cool. That was a fun game. Always have it. I'm glad I got to play the game. Good old Dark Ritual. Totally belongs in this format. I don't want to get rid of this until it proves itself to be useless. Okay. It's useless, fine. Is Utopia's probably useful? Yeah. Again, I have 10 fetch lands. I always have a forest. I could probably shave the basic forest. Honestly, I might. Or I could drop Besage You. This card usually never, ever does what I want it to do. So uncommon for this to do anything. Okay. Oh, no. Kind of surprised to see that. Okay. Binning Thoughtcast is essentially like drawing one less, but I don't have to cast it. Collector's Cage? Hmm. This is a very good effect here. This is very good. Yikes. I feel like I'm going to get brawled out. Oh, imagine Brain Surge with this text. Oh, draw 8. That's nuts. Yeah, this is cool. I like this. Don't make me block, opponent. Don't make me block. Just pass. Okay. Don't make me do it. Alright, so playing my commander lets my opponent bop me, but then my commander's in play, so sure. That's probably worth it. And if it isn't, well, you know what? If they were starting the engines this turn, I suppose I would always have to block here. Enters in your hand, attacks, reverse. Alright, so play my Nissa. And then what? Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I think what I did was just a mistake. Ah, shoot. I think the engines are getting started. Yep, the engine's just gonna get started. That's alright. Oh, they're a mono blue deck. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Alright. Well, let's just game them. I kind of forgot my opponent can actually cast cards. Yeah, no, I just shouldn't have played Nissa there. Honestly. Should not have played Nissa. I should have brainstormed and then did almost anything else. Maybe we don't even want Nissa in here. I haven't struggled to cast it or anything. I mean, that hasn't been an issue. I just like the naturalize spamming. It's very, very effective in this format as of late. Ooh, my leg's asleep. Uh-oh. My right leg is asleep. It definitely stands out. Kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. I'm sure I can do better things than that. It's not a bad choice, though. We could run another... What was that card you said? Cage? Collector's Cage? Then if you control 3 different powers... Yeah, this works. That works. That works. But I was thinking of Glasket and whatchamacallit. We could run the Heliod's thing, the Frogifies, and I mean the Frogifies are just so good. They're so good. So Immortal Sun, take out Tameo. You can't really copy the Immortal Sun, and I don't like what the Immortal Sun does. There's a lot of opponents that don't care about it. I don't think it's like a 6-mana Phyrexian Arena. I don't know. I don't know about that one. This is only 3 or less ish. I mean, that's still just fine, maybe. Godsend. Makes my 3/3s into 4/4s. Yeah, I suppose it does. That would not be what I take into consideration. But yeah, I guess it does do that. Not that enticing. The discount is, I guess, okay. But if I cared about that, again, there are way better cards than Immortal Sun. If I care about discounting, I could just play Cultivate. I've never played this in a deck yet. Does it work here? Kind of. Ugh. Alright, I don't know if I want Glasket. Honestly, I know it's an artifact and it works with this, but when it doesn't work, I just would always wish I had the Aura instead. That exiled my opponent's reality. Which I honestly kind of want Heliod's Punishment. And there's a bunch that are in blue, and we have access to all of them. Excuse me, all of them. Voice of Resurgence is kind of goofy. Hasn't felt like any time I would have played it, it would have mattered. So I'm going to take that out. I just wanted to play it. That's just, this isn't the deck for it, I don't think. Anything worth crafting with Enigma Jewel? I don't know. I thought about Roaming Throne. I did think about that one. You should take out, like, Simulacrum or something. I kind of like Roaming Throne, but at that point, it just feels so win more, right? Like, I have this in play, I have Roaming Throne, and I'm double triggering, double cat. Like, I'm just trampling my opponent if they didn't stop any of that, right? It just feels like a win more scenario. I don't... Enigma Jewel just requires so many different things in play. And yeah, I don't think we have the stuff for it. Yeah, I'm not sold on that one. Yeah, it's good value. But sometimes it just doesn't... Like, if the only thing I have are lands, I can only play one land a turn anyways. This is just a lot that Roaming Throne doesn't do too well. I don't know, we haven't been struggling. We have not been struggling. I'm kind of okay with where we are. Yeah, more into Repurposing Bay, but then I have to consistently get Repurposing Bay, otherwise the Repurposing Bay cards that I got look real weird. Like, oh, when it enters, untap an artifact. But, like, I didn't have Repurposing Bay this game. I couldn't... I didn't draw it. We're not black. Alright. Surely we'll get there against Sauron. I'm going to swing, because I don't expect my opponent to kill Ornithopter. If I add the cycling lands, I have to take out other tapped lands, and the tapped land department is already kind of full to me. I don't want to run 55 tapped lands. I'm not gonna win doing that. Okay, they just snap took the Bright Glass, and I think honestly I would always prefer to play the Simulacrum here, so that works out nicely. I can just play my commander. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do here? Probably is. Okay. I'm down with it. I cannot block Velki. I don't think they're going to block with Velki, so they should just swing with it. Yep. Bilbo's nuts. Okay, so we can play this, but then it can't swing, right? Yeah, that can't swing. Alright, play this. Yeah, I think they have Pact and Negation. Do that. Probably wanted to double team pre-combat, or not play my lands so my opponent doesn't have perfect information. That was kind of a bit of a misplay, actually. I really wish my opponent didn't have perfect information. Oh, I drew my basic. Ah. I drew my basic. Oh my goodness. I didn't even think about that. It's fine. I mean, it's still a simulacrum. It replaced itself, but... Yikes. Alright. My bad. It's not like I had anything else to do, so... It is what it is. Valky holds priority. Oh, you're right. It's got X on it. Never mind. Never mind. Leave me to my own devices. I will find a way to lose. Interesting attack. Not sure what that's about. Okay, so Nettle Cyst here is 4 damage. I think I would rather do this? But then I don't have mana for my wash away. But that's okay. That's alright. They probably have to... Wow. Banana sandwich. Opponent does not block. So Nettle Cyst is lethal on the Ornithopter. I'm not sure what my opponent can do to get out of this here. But we'll see. We shall see. They got an island. Alright, didn't think so. Alright, look at that. Look at the world first simulacrum not finding a basic. It's unbeatable. Suppose it's worth reevaluating. Just hasn't happened yet. I wasn't big on it anyways. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna drop Simulacrum. That seems better than trying to accommodate Simulacrum. Need more basics? Nope. Swords is just good. Could just run as swords. Again, could run... there are so many options in Bant. Like, good cards to run. It's hard, like, balancing, caring about this, while also playing the cards that actually win the game. It's kind of a balancing act. So... I kind of want to just not run Skrelv. I could run Giver of Runes instead. I might just be better than this, but... I mean, at least this is an artifact. This being an artifact is relevant. Oh no, I dropped my phone. Oh, chat. So, animating lands is a bit difficult without an abundance of lands. So when I go to do it, I can... No, I don't like the board wipe artifact. I would if all of these Manadorks were Rampant Growths, but as it stands, I don't like it. Same with Gear Hulk. Don't want that one either. I don't want to lose all my stuff. I actually don't like Celestial Armor. Yeah, okay. I think I'm going to drop Mirari's Wake. Just suck it up and play some basics. Suppose the pathways are like the weakest, because they only tap for one color. Surely that makes sense. And then I can run Flare of Cultivation now. Instead of... I don't even know if I like the One Ring. No, that's delusional. I think I'm going to get rid of Ornithopter. It's definitely the weakest of the mana ramp spells. And the Star and Sphere haven't really done much. But they are essentially, when they get going, drawing one card a turn. It's just, you have to have all that work out. It just hasn't worked out, so... We can look at vehicles. I don't know. I don't know. It's not like I'm cheating par Herberger into play or anything. Really, you're beloved? Yeah. Can't really play this in a cheesy way. Just have to, like, windmill slam it for 8, and that's... There are so many different things I'd rather be doing. Chariot is okay. Chariot is okay. Okay, I actually like that. We can try Chariot. This is a tutor, but it costs 6 mana. But it does find everything I want. But I mean, again, it's 6 mana. It's just not reasonable. I actually do like this one. This probably isn't the deck for it, though. But this has been alright. Are you, like, in Pauper? I don't know how are you resolving this and doing stuff after you've resolved this? I feel like casting is for 6. I don't know what format you've been playing, but that's just... This doesn't look like it's going to happen to me. Salvation Engine? Other artifact creature gives when it's attacked turns. This one's actually okay because it costs 5. Yeah, I actually do kind of like this one. I actually kind of like this one. And we can just run Primeval Titan, so I have an excuse to throw it in here. I just made a Primeval Titan deck on paper. I kind of want to play it, even though Hour of Promise might just be better. I'm searching for it in the most lazy way possible. It's a mythic, isn't it? Yeah. I've gotten a 6 mana almost every game? Well, we are green. We are green. Suppose it is happening. I'm not sold on it. This 6 mana tutor seems extremely low power. You can loop it and just do it every turn, I guess. Overwhelming Splendor is pretty good against this, but I have to cast it. Ugh. I don't think that's the hand. I don't think that's the hand. Okay. One, two, three, four. White, green, blue. Okay. It's tragic. It is what it is, though. It would be nice to play this, but I really want to just, I really want to get this going. Goat with the 6 months? Look at you go. All we're saying is give bees a chance, yeah. Okay, so next turn is going to get a little bit scary here. Yep, of course. Yeah, I don't, can't say I'm doing too much here. Well, opponent has uncounterable cards, so that ain't gonna do nothing. Let's play... This is equipped 2. Can put it here. Oh my... I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Alright, that's okay. Sometimes we do dumb stuff. Can't equip creatures. After having already said you can't do that, and I went and tried to do it. Well, I have no idea why you aren't just snapping this off. It's all your deck does. Oh, alright. Wow. Kinda nuts. Sometimes they don't rhythm the wild you. Okay, exile target non-land permanent. Doesn't really... Not a lot of motivation to exile the rhythm, unfortunately, so I'll just take this. Okay, I did it. I almost didn't see it, chat. I had to stare at it for a while in silence. I had to do math. Okay, we did it. This game would be very different if they cared about Rhythm of the Wild here, but they just chose not to cast Xenagos. Kind of completely insane. But yeah, sometimes that's a decision that is made. Oof, alright, nice. Spooky. Very spooky. Spooky scary. Even with our mistapping of the equip. Never didn't have it. Man, this hand is cool looking, but I don't think I can play it. On the draw against Tatyova with no 1 or 2 is basically just losing instantly. One to 3 on the play, I lose? Oh, not quite. Not quite. Bloop, bloop. That's not what I wanted to do. Bloop. So, Mind Stone. And then I have no idea. Somehow I have to beat Tatyova. Is Tandolum a good commander? It plays a lot of unique and interesting cards that you normally would never ever play in any other deck. So that's, I'd say yes, just because of that. It's a healthy commander. It's fun to play. I don't know if it's like, you know, super good, but I like it. Honestly, I'd be kind of surprised if my opponent even cared about this Overlord. Opponent's just like, sure, you got it. Alright, please no 1 mana busted card. That would be ideal. I feel like you should just... Wow, they don't block? Okay. You ever just accidentally play your synthesizer after you play your 3-mana artifact? You ever just do that? Anyone ever just play things backwards? Oh no! My Overlord can't screen. Alright, so... because they didn't play their commander, I will not play mine. This is exactly why. Love to see it. Alright, well we should have 2 Karnstructs, but we only have 1 Karnstruct. That's okay. Please no land. Rip. They should actually block the snare with Tatyova. Because it's going to die anyways. Might as well, right? Although, it does force me to commit the other snare. Not sure. The engines are started, chat. The engines are started. Alright, so now my opponent needs Cyclonic Rift, River's Rebuke, And they don't have it. They didn't even try to top deck it, so maybe it's just not in their deck. Yeah, look at that. We beat the old mono green opener with Wash Away. Nice. We also missed an entire construct there. Karnstruct. There's definitely... There are so many cards that you can run with this commander. So many cards. There's probably over 300. Just trying to think about them all. It's giving me a headache. It's like you can run more counter spells, more removal, more planeswalkers, more grindy 3-drops, as is tradition. Alright, speaking of grindy 3-drops, we were actually on the play against Emperor Intli here. World first. You need, like, very specific interaction when this is on the play. They go, like, the mana source every single game, because they can't really not do that. And then they play it turn 2, then, you know, so on and so forth. Alright, so we do that, we do this, we do that, we do this. Say white. Yeah, it seemed like, looking at the last list, it definitely looked like a control list. Just looking at my last whatever this thing is called. So play that, play this. All right, life is good. 1, 2, 3, 4. I really wish I could play this. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't have double green, chat. I don't have double green. What have I done? Oh, I tapped the wrong land. I can't... Oh, wow, I did everything wrong. Chat, I did everything wrong again. I'm doing everything in my power to lose. Alright, so... Play this. Play this. Play... Alright. Cross our fingers. Our opponent gave us as much time as I can ask for it. So, we'll see what happens. Alright, well, I didn't lose from the first one. That's always nice. Opponent just straight up took it. Okay. If I tap the 7/7, I could make another one? What? How? Tap the smithy. Oh, yes. Alright, I got you. I will animate something completely random. Here, here, here. And I guess that's free. I'm not going to swing my commander, though. It just doesn't... I could have left the Foundry in my hand, honestly. Lesser mana value, so... Not the scariest enchantment here. Well, that's going to make some 1-1. That Beza is an... That's wild. I did not expect someone to be playing Beza. Especially this commander. That's kind of crazy. Of course, we draw nothing. Reanimating this doesn't do anything, so... Okay. Okay. I have a lot of good draws here. I will not play the land. Come on. Come on! Come on! Oh, dude, how? What am I supposed to do? What a nightmare. Okay. Makes sense to me. Yeah, makes sense to me. Why not? Why not? Three lands in a row. Alright. How many zombies are in the Bajuka Bog in your zombie graveyard deck? Nice. This is an ethically questionable hand. We've not animated a single manland yet either. I don't think we have. Yeah, no, we haven't. Alright, no zombie. No, no, no. Wait, what? What happened? Okay. It's only on your turn, though. So, land... Commander? Everything here is just misery, actually. Okay. Putrefy is fine. Get rid of... I like everything in my hand, honestly. I suppose I'll get rid of that, though. So, we can cast this, but it's not game-ending. But it's still pretty good. Let's do that. Play this. Oh, I can't play land, never mind. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can cast this. But, not really doing that much. It's still time stretch. Never really upset with 9-minute time stretch, honestly. My opponent chose to do this instead of anything else. Alright. Very interesting. That means I will do the... wait, no. I'm gonna play this. There is most assuredly some kind of counterspell. I suppose I could have left up my black mana, but I don't have to cast this. So I feel okay here. And I think I do want to draw this. I don't know. Not the most exciting brainstorm if I draw it, but it's okay. It's alright. Kind of waiting on them to... do something. Zombies have flying. Kalitas, that's a vampire, isn't it? Oh, it makes zombie tokens. Okay, cool, cool. I haven't seen this in play since it was in standard. That's... Oh, jeez. That doesn't have the year on it. That's going way back. That is going... diaper era back. Alright, I'm gonna not draw Kappa. And I can probably afford to just take this. That's fine. I'm not gonna surveil. I'm not gonna eat the food either. I don't think it matters. Alright. Let's try to do this. It just happened. Okay. Yeah, it just happened. So... bloop. Bloop. Alright. I don't know if there's any counterspells. Doesn't feel like there are. Maybe it was just removal and sacking. We'll see. Yeah, it definitely doesn't look like it, so... This time stretch looking... dummy good. Ebb and Death. Oh, yes. Opponent's deck is... peak. You can swing with the 2-2. They do not swing with the 2-2. Wow. Okay. Apparently they were done. I only had one card in my hand, but I suppose they thought my commander just doing things was too bad? What would I even do with it here? I cast this, so I can't get key value. I can swing with, like, one of these. No, that doesn't do anything, does it? Not really. I'm not really sure what I'd do here. I don't want to make this a 3-3. That's the main issue, so... I swing... with these two? I don't know. Oh, you know what? I could make it unblockable for black creatures so it can't die. They block here. That way I keep this chariot. Oh, but there's no reason to keep the chariot because it's a legendary. Okay, yeah. Alright. We could also play Eldrazi. I really have access to just so much with this deck. I like this deck. This is pretty cool. I'm not actually as... like, I'm not as excited about the indestructible lands as I was 2 seconds ago, though. Or 2 hours ago, I mean. Maybe not that exciting. Like, it's a 3/3 indestructible, that's... It's actually not that exciting. It's not that exciting at all, really. I could probably get rid of the colorless ones, at least. Probably. We have not had a one-ring game. Yeah, it's just you're double teaming a land, right? You swing with a 3/3, sure it doesn't die in combat, but all you did was get a land. I don't know. That really doesn't... I'm just... The more it happens, the less I care about it. Can probably keep the colored ones at least. Yeah, there's a lot of exile too, but that, again, if your opponent exiles your land, that's not something I'm super concerned about, honestly. Good old mono green elves. Mono green elves. Alright, play this. And this. Alright. I have to counter Voja or I pretty much lose immediately. Oh, cool. Why not? That was a fun game. I'm glad Cavern of Souls is in my opponent's deck and in their hand. I wonder what they mindlessly mulligan for. Take that and this out, yeah. Skyclave Relic? Huh? Oh, I guess. Yeah, no, that's true. Big and true. What actually is indestructible? Oh, I didn't even know this is indestructible. Wait, what? Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. Do we run the combo? Dark Steel Ingot? You know what? I'm here for it. I love me a good Dark Steel Ingot. How come we don't have Urza Saga, chat? Why isn't that in the game? We have Mana Drain, Dark Ritual, but we can't have Urza Saga. The card that would be in every single deck ever. Haywire Might is... Is Haywire Might good? Let's see, we can sack it after we swing with it to get another one. It's sort of doing what I wanted Nissa to do, except it can actually do it. Yeah, alright. Why not? Feels kind of weird, maybe getting... Tamiyo is probably weird at this point. It's not a bad card, it just, for the most part, hasn't felt that exciting, honestly. It, like, worked in one game. Same with Overwhelming Splendor. This might just not be the deck that can... Like, I can't consistently get this card. I didn't know you could drag this around like this. This is fun. Alright. I don't think this is the deck for it. Oh, you can't double team creatures even if they are artifacts? Ah, tragic. You're right. Yeah. No, that happened before because I... Esper Sentinel. Esper Sentinel, I believe, was the other card where I got confused. Maybe I don't like Haywire Might as much then? Probably not. Yeah. I mean, if that's the case, there's a different Haywire Might that can do the same thing, right? Destroy... Like, there's already Haywire Mights that... Is Spine of Ish-Sha in the game? No. That'd be funny. Alright, maybe there isn't one as exciting as I thought. Tragic. Urn of Godfire. Yes. Yes. Universal Solvent. That's nuts. The name of these cards is crazy. Universal Solvent. What's the flavor text? Triggers problems melt away, yeah. Jeez. The 3-mana vehicle that exiles, but does it naturalize? I don't really care about it dealing with creatures. I want it to, like, naturalize. I think the Journey to Nowhere package here has been okay. Yeah, this thing, hover ship. I don't know, I guess. I guess. I guess. What's the difference between these two? Oh, you have to pay mana repeatedly to do it? It's weird that this one's a mythic and this one just isn't. Yeah, you have to just pay repeatedly. Alright, screw it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know it existed till just now either. But that is how Magic Arena operates. It makes it even more magical, because you don't know what's in the game at any one point. I could be in the game. You could be in the game. We could all be in the game. We just don't know. We gotta hire a data miner. Another one ring. No forest. Is that okay? I'm on the play. Oof. If I don't get there, I do not get there. Alright, screw it. I'm all in. What's the worst that happens? I lose? Well, they mulligans, so... One drop? No one drop. Tragic. Blue-green. Do I need another white? Not currently. Do I need more blue? Alright, I have to be boring. I'm gonna name wipe. You identify as an almighty brushwag? Fair enough. Xander's Wake. Alright. I will take the exchange. Xander's Wake is cool. You don't normally see that. I think this is like a sleeper, infinite value, miserable thing to play against that we should be glad is not played as heavily as it could be. Alright. So, land, animate the... I don't even... What do I do? Nothing? I don't know. This is okay, right? It's not like they're gonna block it. Yeah. That's okay. I'm alright with this. And they didn't block it. Alright, counterspell, you know what to do. You have one job. Looks like some kind of eating a lot. Yep, there it is. There is nothing I can do about that, but that's fair. I did get a land off it, I guess. I can exile the Woe Strider too. I'm not gonna crack this. Brainstorm is good, but my whole hand is... No, I don't like Thoughtcast, actually. You and... you... Play untap land? Or tap land? I think I'm gonna... Solitude this turn, almost assuredly, so... Alright. And I can't really stop this. I'm just gonna exile Woe Strider. Could have exiled the Woe Strider in response, but they just sack it anyways, so I really want to exile it, and now that this is tapped, I can. Xander's Wake is gonna be... I think it's gonna be us versus Xander's Wake. That's how it feels. It reminds me of the commons and uncommons format, where this card just is stupid and can just win on its own for whatever reason. Cliff top. Alright, so now we most assuredly do this now here. Alright. So, swing. I'd rather not lose this to a counter spell or anything. So. Oh, discard spell, I mean. One Ring versus Xander's Wake. I can fog every turn? Yeah, sort of. That would be my opponent having nothing, which I guess is a thing that can happen. We are playing Magic. Sometimes your opponent does not have everything they need. So let's play this without... What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... That was a bit tedious. So, do I play this, is the question. I think I do. Honestly, probably not. Let's just draw. I'm going to draw now, because I could draw something that does something. Did not? Okay. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, not like this. At least there's probably no ramp spells, but Scute Swarm kills you, like, very quickly. But I suppose as long as I play an artifact every turn, I might be able to get there, right? Can't block it. Can maybe even two-shot them if I draw good enough. And we can loop the One Ring, assuming, well, you know, that's a thing that happens. So I can't die. I don't know, maybe this isn't as bad as it looks. Okay, they tempt themselves again, sure. Opponent gets a land, what to do? I get another land. Whoop-de-doo. Yep. There goes that. Sure love losing to one card. Alright, so we play this because we literally have to. And then we play the old One Ring game here. I'm not dead this very turn, which means I get to maybe just beat Scute Swarm with 250 Scute Swarms. There are no Xander Wake cards that interrupt me, right? Except the discard one, but it doesn't... It's not able to do the thing right now, so... Do I have to deal with this? Yes. Okay. I don't know why they cast those in the order they did. That was kind of weird. But alright. So be it. This last card should be a Xander card, yep. Alright, so we have One Ring looping. I think I win. Not sure my opponent can do anything about this. Again, Xander's Awake's not going to cut it on its own. And they're basically dead to this being unblockable next turn. So, we'll see. We will see. Certainly not going to get milled out. I can play it safe. I'll just put another creature in play. That might do something. I don't know. May or may not do something. Primeval Titan. Oh, love to see it. So you're at 14. I don't have lethal. Can I get lethal? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I can't. Oh, I don't need it. You're wrecked. Nice. I don't think my opponent can really do much to stop me anyways, so... Money? Oh, thanks. opponent said money. Thanks for those Anders Wake. That's funny. I also get a trigger every turn because I sack my own One Ring as a creature, so that's really funny. I can steal their commander too, but I really don't. I'm not going to get milled out, right? Xander's Wake draining me from this card repeatedly might be their only out, so I'll just take the Xander's Wake, right? Sweet. Cool game. Yep, One Ring looping beats infinite Scute Swarms every time, except the times that it doesn't. Love to see it. Flip Primeval Titan? Oh, did I miss the ability to do that? Would I have the mana to do that? I don't think I'd have the mana to do that. I have to play the One Ring every turn, which was already 4. Already 4. Alright, it's been quite a while, so I think I am done with this deck. A Kappa Cannoneer, honestly, I don't even really like it. It's hard to cast it. Well, at a discount, I mean. What else? Just like... Bit of been lethal with an artifact. Is the... Wait, what? Ah, I see. So it's just lethal, yeah. Because Titan's unblockable, and then I can just get in there for 7, and then the Kappa unblockable is... Yeah, they're just dead then. It just wins. Alright. I took the boring way. I'm sorry, I took the boring way. Tamiyo doesn't look like it has many prospects to flip. Uro also didn't do too much here. Now that it did Thoughtcast, we could just turn this into Treasure Cruise. I feel like that's maybe slightly better. Yeah, it's basically hexproof early, but you have to play it early, and we're not doing that. That wasn't a thing we're ever doing. Whenever you cast an artifact, copy it. Paying 1. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-da-ba. Ba-da-ba. Yeah? I think it's just prime time comes out then. Really not. Yeah, alright. I don't think it takes a ton of setup, does it? With a lot of chip damage? It's a new card, too. It's a card I just don't normally get to play. I think it's alright. It could be hard to start your engine. It's like 4 turns after you cast it. Oh man, maybe it isn't good. So other ways to get the engine started before this would ever enter would be ideal, because it being the only thing that would start the engines is like actual misery. It's not bad. I don't know. Maybe it's too steep. Maybe it's one of those cards you just like have to always have. It's just like always a commander. I feel like it's pretty easy to get it going as a commander because you have all those like 1/1 white or blue flying threats. Just start the engine really quickly. Yeah, I don't think they're going to get past all the removal. Approach the second sun? Oh, no, alright. Fine. Fine. Whatever. Cyclonic Rift and River's Rebuke are probably just always really good. Rift might be a little bit better, even though it's 7. Again, could run more counter spells. Either way, I think I'm done anyways. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. You know, we'll play one more. We'll play one more game. One more game. All in. It took like 45 minutes to play my first game of Magic when I started streaming today. Normally it doesn't take that long. There's just a lot of things this commander has to take into consideration. 2 lands, Mana Dork on the play, Collector's Cage, and then stuff that probably won't do much. Tragic. Slightly less tragic. Still a bit mid. Is what it is. Ominous Lockbox. Alright, who's ready for the triple blue opener into the blue Mana Rock? Oh yeah, look at it. Look at it go. And you wonder why I don't like basics. Alright, we're losing. Yeah, we're losing. We are losing. It's not looking good. Alright, found another color. That's good. This does not look like a bad Nicol Bolas deck with all the heisting, which makes this even worse. Alright, we are done. That was a cool game. Alright, one more real game. I mean, I have the fetch lands for Pock. You could absolutely put Pock in this deck. I would not fault you for that. Create a Thopter. Create a construct equal to the size of the number of creatures you control. Alright, that's deep. That is deep. Unfortunately, I can't exile it before it gets hexproof, but maybe I will still be okay. Both of these enter tapped. Actual nightmare scenario. I mean, if they put the boots on, they can't activate it this turn. So that's fine. I've displayed Okay, so I can go back to dealing with it, but they can, again, just recast it, so I don't even know if exiling it is right anyways. I think I should just continue to develop here. Okay. Not really stoked about things here. Do I cast Brainstorm? Do I cast Smuggler's Copter? I can play a land, right? Yep. I'm just going to play the Copter. That's alright. Alright, so we did a lot of development. It's just converting it into meaningful things here. I only have one white source, correct? Yeah. Could have maybe reevaluated what I just did that turn with swinging with this land instead. But we do not live in that world. Tragic. Maybe not tragic, hold on. Okay, let's do this the right way, because I really want a second thing. So we're going to do this, combat, do that. Look at that. Restless Prairie getting in there. Sending the damage. So this and Brainstorm. Huge, sort of. Not playing those this turn. Put that there like that. Let's play this. Do I want my own this thing? No, I don't, right? Alright, I made a lot of game actions that turn. Phantasmal Image against mono green is usually never bad, right? Never actually cast it yet. Haven't actually cast it yet. So I would kind of actually like to see a land animated, because I have the potential to punish. They flip the growing rights. We're gonna get mono greened out. Not looking good. Okay. I feel as though I would have been worse off had they just attacked me with the other stuff there, but okay. Isn't this an instant? Yeah, that was probably a bit of a mistake. Alright, so I will tap this, tap that, copy Vorn Collects so I can stay in the game. Unless the End Razor is lethal. Which I don't think it is. Is that lethal with these two blockers? No, I have to do math. So 4, 4, 7, 11, 12, 15, plus 7, 20, 22. It's not lethal. Okay. Animate the copter first. Still not lethal. It's still not lethal. Can I do anything here? Shoot. I actually don't think I can cast anything. Oh no. Tragic. Okay, so here. Do that. We get a... We get rid of Vornclex for the opponent, which doesn't really accomplish much, getting rid of my opponent's Vornclex. But I think I just have to. Why won't it work? It's a land? Oh, rip. So I have to take the Ashaya. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, I can't take the Ashai. Alright. Problems. Problems. And I do not have the answers. Fortunately, my opponent's in top deck mode, so... barring disaster, maybe we're still okay. Yeah, there was just no reason to swing here. That was just all of a mistake there. I'm not sure if I'm dead here. It's hard to tell. Ashaya does not have trample. That doesn't change anything, but they can cast stuff off the top. Okay, they didn't find anything. Again, I might just be dead, I'm not sure. I really don't want to... Alright, so... trade Vornclexes would be probably good for me. I'm losing a lot of mana because of that next turn, but it's gonna have to happen. And then chump. Do that. No, wait. Like that. And yes. Okay. I'm not sure if I want the hover thing. Doesn't really look like it's doing anything, so I'm not sure what my outs are or what I'm looking for anyways. Yeah, I'm not sure what my outs are. Ah, tragic. Tragic. Oh, man. I would have been okay. I would have been maybe okay. So I can pitch this to that, get rid of this, swing there, but then no white mana to cast the second one to copy that or whatever. Alright, we're dead. Tragic. Surprisingly close, though. Surprisingly close. Yeah, this is a game where I just didn't get there. Yeah, we just didn't get there. Alright. The Ashaya stopping the answers just blew me out of the water, right? Just couldn't stop Ashaya. Tragic. Alright. Alright, we're done. Cool games, though. Okay, so I'm a pretty big fan of this commander. A year ago, looking at the other list, which I guess I'll put up for like 1 second. Might as well just throw it up there to see. This is the list I had a year ago, or over a year ago, when I played it last, and it's like basically blue-white control, and I felt like that was probably the best thing it was doing. I had Haywire Might in here. I probably thought I could copy Haywire Might, but it can't copy creatures, just non-creature artifacts and lands, so I don't even know if this was right looking back, but as you can see, some of these cards in here were not in the new list. There's only so much room for so many cards, like can't play everything, right? Like Emery would have been okay in the other one, the one we just played and whatnot. Sweepers, a Mass Bounce, River's Rebuke, Cyclonic Rift, more counterspells, more spot removal, a bunch of different things. But trying to play with newer cards and also just going more in on the actual text box, your deck's probably going to look a lot more like this, right? I don't know if this is better. I don't think it is. You're just going to wind up playing blue-white control. It's like, why don't you just play Teferi instead? And, I don't know, the bracket system. You know, at least you're playing against weaker opponents if this is in the command zone. But if you actually want to use its text box, deck's probably going to look close to this. And I liked it. I liked what this commander was doing quite a bit. It's just fun. You sort of make a lot of game actions, or you have the ability to make a lot of game actions in any one given turn cycle. And that's pretty cool, right? I liked the new cards and what they could do with this commander. Just like the Gearhulk was cool. The other Gearhulk was cool. Chariot was cool. Metamorph is cool. Like all these cards, things that you might not be able to play normally. Like Reality Heist is kind of cool. Kappa, Cannoneer, Thought Monitor. It's a bunch of neat cards, and they all work fairly nicely with your commander. It did not feel like when my commander died, the game was over. I could continue to play the game after. Some commanders, that's not the case, especially for quote-unquote lower power commanders. So that was a huge boon. There are some traps that you want to avoid, like some cards that you think are good, and you just probably shouldn't actually play them in hindsight, and I'm sure there are some examples of that in here. Like, I like Tamiyo, but this might not be a Tamiyo deck. It might not even be a Kappa deck, you know. It's like, oh, artifacts, affinity, but I don't know. This isn't Legacy. We're not playing like, yeah, Mindslaver. We could have played Mindslaver, right? It's kind of like how the One Ring loops infinitely, where you keep copying it and giving yourself protection by putting a second one to your hand and then casting it and so on and so forth, until this dies. That Mindslaver is sort of the same thing, except it's your opponent's turn you're stealing, so they can't really play the game. If you lock your opponent out with Mindslaver, by all means. I probably could have tried it. Probably could have tried Mindslaver. I'm not going to lie, I sort of forgot about it. I'm not going to lie, I sort of forgot this card existed, even though I had just played it. You can try this. A little bit hard to pull off. Probably better than Kappa Cannoneer, in my opinion. This did win me a game, I think, but still, I think this is, like, there are ways to outright win the game looping this, but that scenario isn't perfect. Like, you need this alive, you need to play this, you need to animate this, and then you need to swing with it, activate it upon the attack, and then have like 6 mana after to cast the next one. So you need like 10 mana to essentially infinitely loop your opponent by stealing all of their turns, which is possible. It's also just okay to simply take one of their turns and then have another Mindslaver later. I think that's viable as well, but it does work. It does work. I don't say it's the best thing to be doing. It's definitely not better than the One Ring, but it is funny. And yeah, that's Uro. Uro, another card you look at and you're like, oh, high power level. We're in the colors. Just throw it in. Yeah, your opponent doesn't get a bonus turn like they do with Emrakul, but you still have to cast both sizes. So Uro and Tamiyo, good cards, right? Fancy, nice cards in other formats, but in this deck specifically, just never felt like Uro was what I want it to be doing, right? I actually didn't really have any basics in here for a second, and I don't know. I think this is the kind of Bant green commander that, like, doesn't need to run basics, which is pretty cool. It could certainly run less than I was, and I felt better when I had less, but chat wouldn't leave me alone, so I ended up putting more in. Some of the tap lands, like the value 3/3 indestructible creature lands, it's just not that amazing. Turning this into a creature for a turn and swinging with it is it's not that great. It's really not that great. I think there's another commander that keeps them as creatures. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's one of the Tatyova. I think it's the new Tatyova that, like, keeps these as creatures. This commander does not. So I really don't think you need these, other than if you want more artifacts in play for affinity or whatever. Stuff like that. But they weren't necessary. You got to be careful about how many tap lands you're playing, because if you just go tap land, tap land, tap land, that could just be a reason you lose, especially in Historic Brawl. Maybe not Standard, but Historic can be decided by that. You can just sort of lose out of nowhere because you just were too slow with the tap lands. The value from the man lands, like this one, animating for free because of this, again, just not really that worth it to me, right? Like, oh, it swings as a 3/3, turns another creature into a 3/3 in the combat step. Is that worth this being tapped? Not really. Not really. That also demands that you, copy it, so it's, like, worth actually being the thing to copy in the turn that you have your commander and that man land in play. It also needs to kind of justify itself swinging, and it kind of just doesn't, right? Neither does the green-white one. What is that one called? Restless Prairie. This one, maybe a little bit better, but again, not really necessary. Not really necessary. I do sort of like the blue-white one, because at least you get a map token, and that kind of works with what I'm doing here. So I kind of like this one. The other two, not really. Not really. But it's just fun things to do with this, so, you know, why not give it a shot? But yeah, the new set did produce a lot of interesting stuff for this commander to play. Again, you can't copy creatures, so you can't actually copy these, but you know what I mean. I liked it. Can recommend. Can recommend. It has at least 250 cards it could play, probably more. You could play a deck that has none of these cards in it and keep the same commander. So that is pretty cool. Alright, that's all I've got for you. So let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. GG's, chat. GG.